Hey guys, what's up? This is Karan here, back with a new video, and you're welcome to Tech Karan YouTube channel. I've installed Extended UI Custom ROM, which is based on Android 10, and it is the official build available for Redmi Note 8, which you get security patch of 5th of April 2020. And what are the features you get in Extended UI? Is Gcam working or not? And what is the Geekbench score? Everything in this video, so let's get started now. So as always, I will start with the home screen. As you know already, by default you get here is the Pixel launcher with these kind of customization where you can add icon to home screen. This option you can enable from here. Also you can enable grid options from here if you want, and you have some developer options available which you can enable or disable from here. If you know what you are doing, then you are good to go. Let's take out and some other extra things. First of all, let me show you the quick settings. Look very good. There is a one UI clock widget available at quick setting header, which option is available in the settings, which you can enable from there. And also if you have see that there are quick setting tiles which are colored, and you can customize these colors in quick settings too, in the settings too. And this is the MIUI brightness slider, which also looks very cool. So these are some kind of unique things which you get in Extended UI when you edit these styles from here. You get some extra options like screencasting, invert colors, heads up, screen record, sync, AOD, etc. If you talk about screencasting is working in my case. If it is not working for you, then you can try out some fixes available here, but in my case it is definitely working without any issues. When you click here, you have the option to reset your columns and columns landscape, not an option available for rows, settings, etc. By default you get here is the ANX camera installed, pre-installed. When you click photos, it is clicking without any issues. If we talk about portrait mode, it is working too, but there is no 48 megapixel camera available, and AI mode is available too, so that's another very good thing. Let's move further and let's check out Gcam. This is Gcam 7.3, which is working very good. We talk about portrait mode, that is working too, camera, video, everything. And sorry, here it is, you can see portrait mode is not working. But wow, why is this not working? I don't know. When you click normally photos, these are working. If we talk about using HDR+, these are clicking like pink. So HDR+ is not working in this room, unfortunately. I'm using Gcam 7.3. If you want to use Gcam 7.2, Gcam 7.1, you can try out that one. If that is working for you, then it's very good. But in Gcam 7.3, HDR+ and these kind of things are not working in my case. So if this is working for you, that's very good thing. One thing, let me show you. If you go to Play Store and in settings, you can see there is an option of Play Protect certification, where it is showing you your device is certified. So that's another very good thing, that your device is certified in this custom ROM without any things. Let's move on to Geekbench score now. The Geekbench score which you get here is very good. Not that much, but proper like the stable stock ROM. When you compare it with single core, you can see 311, and normal you get is 308. So properly same, almost same like the stock ROM. If we talk about multi-core, and almost same like the stock ROM, like 1311, and in this ROM 1319. I'm using a custom kernel called Inception V4, and with that the performance is very smooth, awesome, great, one of the best I have ever used. In settings, you can see this is also type of one UI, like settings icon is at the center of the settings header. And if we talk about some features like network and internet and all other things are almost same. There are no extra options available. In display, you have some theme section is here, you have the brightness section here, you have the screen section here. So these are the sections divided here, but not extra things. In customization, you have the option of font size, display size, and these kind of things already. In rotation option available, and brightness level, etc. If you go to sound option, you have the option of adaptive playback, which is a very new feature and not available in all the custom ROMs, but in this ROM it is available. And also you get the Mi sound enhancer pre-installed, which is also a very good thing. One of the best thing about this custom room is you get the face lock option available. That's a very good thing that you get the face lock option available here, which was missing from a lot of custom rooms nowadays. And also you can see Google Play Protects is security status is very good, Find My Device is on, security update is good, and Google Play system update all are in green. So everything is very good. Let's talk about some features of this custom room. You don't get any extra features, not so many features in this extended UI custom room, but the features which you get here in this room are pretty good and useful. When you talk about status bar, you have the option to customize your icons, which you can enable or disable from the status bar. In network indicator, you can enable the network traffic indicator icon on the status bar, and double tap to sleep option is available. In lock screen, you only get the option of fingerprint authentication, vibration, double tap to sleep, and media artwork. Only these kind of options you get here. When you talk about UI tuner, you have some extra features, like first of all, these are the tiles which you can color from here. Like you can see, I've already enabled these settings, and which looks very good. You can choose any color from the listed below. Red, green, yellow, purple, pink, whichever icon, whichever color you like, you can choose that color for that icon, which looks very good. If we talk about this feature, one UI clock widget, here it is. You can see I have enabled, and it looks very unique kinda. Just disable this, and this is a normal quick settings panel which you get here, but after using this, you can see this looks very good. Also, you have the option of MIUI style brightness bar, which you can enable from here, and it looks very good. So you will get One UI plus MIUI feel in an AOSP based custom room. Very new thing. Just disable it and everything is same like the other things. So these are the things you get here. Some extra things like blur behind, quick settings, and all other things are almost same. And in notifications, like edge lighting is available, that was expected to do. Hide smart replies and noisy notifications, etc. And navigation and buttons like power menu, you have the option of advanced restart, which was expected to. And in playback control, you can control your playback through volume keys. So at last and about, and these are the features which you get in extended UI custom room. Battery backup is very good, ANX is working, Geekbench score I have already shown you, and all other things I've already shown you. So this was all from today's review. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.